Hey guys, I'm Ajjoub and welcome to another episode. Today I'm gonna show you the best, the top, the must-have photo editing apps on Android and iOS. I've been using every single one of them for a long time now because each individual have a special thing about it. And I'm gonna tell you today why each of them is special and a must-have. And I wanna start with Photoshop. Well, not the one on your computer, but on your phone. And no, not Photoshop app on your phone. It's the Photoshop alternative that is way better than the Photoshop app itself. And by the way, the Photoshop app on our phones, it's just useless. I don't know why it exists. But the app that I'm talking about, the Photoshop alternative, it's PicsArt. It's the best Photoshop alternative that you will find on our phones for Android and iOS. I do all my YouTube thumbnails on it. I'm even procrastinating a lot to learn the Photoshop software on our computers because of how good this app is. I mean, it has everything I need in terms of photoshopping. You can go to tools, you have the crop, the free crop, the shape crop, what is that? I mean, there's cloning, remove, stretch, motion, a lot of amazing tools that you find on Photoshop itself, but you find it here and it's for free. I mean, yeah, there is a couple of ads as you can see, but still, I mean, for a free app on your phone, you even have this adjust thing that it has all the color correction stuff that you need. You have the cutout, you can add a photo and blend it with the photo itself, and you even have layers, you can draw, mask. By the way, one of my photos that is this one, I have the lens flare on it, and I mean, you can see there is almost two suns in this photo, but this lens flare is fake, but it worked perfectly with the photo. Next up, we have Lightroom, the best software on computers and the best app on our phone. This is the only app that you can actually go solo with it. Like, this is the app that I do most of my work on it. I'll show you what Lightroom is capable of. This is one of the photos that I took last summer with my brother, and it's summer, like everything is green, everything is beautiful, and boom, it's autumn out of nowhere. And what I like about this app that you can do and mix each and like individual color and change it to whatever you want. You can see here that I removed the green and I made it yellow, and I made the yellow orange, and then we have this subtle greenish, yellowish leaves, and at the same time I made the blues a bit too cyan, and that's where my shirt pop out. You have all the color correction basics, of course. You have all the sharpening, the masking, the noise reduction that I use sometimes. So if you don't have much storage on your phone and you want only one app that does most of the stuff and it will do it really well, then Lightroom is the one to choose. Some of the times I need that film look in the photo. I know I can do that with Lightroom, but there is two apps that can do it even better. And that's when Snapseed and VSCO comes in hand. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Snapseed first. This is one of the photos that I did put in Lightroom first. I did the color correction and the color grading in it. But then I said, I need just one extra thing that I wanted to do. And that thing was in Snapseed. And look how different the photo is. I mean, you can go bananas with it. You have all the color correction in the tune image. You have the brightness, saturation, ambience, all the like basic stuff. And this is the tricky part. You have the grainy film look. This is what I use. This is the LUT that I used, which is L03. But it gave it that look, warmth of the color skin, the bluish, cyanish highlights. I use it also to, let's say I want to get rid of something on my face. Let's say this thing, it just with one touch, it's just gone. And when you zoom out, there is nothing at all. Let's say I have also some stuff here on my neck I want to get rid of. I mean, just a couple of touches and everything is clear and gone. I know it's a simple thing to have in a photo editing app, but most apps don't have that good healing or repairing tool. So Snapseed here takes the lead. You have even curves. You can do everything you want in terms of curves. I mean, I should have went with this look. You even have brushes that you can, for example, you wanted to warm up or like get more exposure of a certain place in your image. Let's say I wanted to give more exposure to my left side. So I just put the exposure and just give it a brush. Here's the thing, if you don't really care about changing color from green to orange, you can use Snapseed solo. Snapseed and Lightroom for color grading, color correction, and all of that. PicsArt is for Photoshop, but why VSCO then? Here's the thing, all the apps that I just told you about, they have everything that I need in a photo editing app, but there's a couple of stuff that I sometimes rarely use, but sometimes I really need to use, which are changing the hue of the highlights, the shadows. And here's where VSCO comes in place. So yes, in VSCO you have a lot of LUTs, which I like and love about that. You can just, if you are so lazy, you can just choose one of the LUTs and you go just for it. But I'm not a LUT guy. I like to do my own style. So what I like to do is to go to the split tone. There's the shadows tint and the highlights tint. And this photo is not a great example of how you can use it. You can change the shadows tint and hue to whatever the hell you want. And that itself is so important if you want to get the perfect film look in your photo. Most of film looks have a greenish, cyanish shadow tint that you need in a photo to get that film look. These are my 4 best must-have photo editing apps that you should have, that you should keep on your phone to get the perfect photo that you want, to get the look that you want. And they're all free. I worked with companies before that I did all the photo editing on my phone and they didn't even realize that I did the photo editing on my phone. Some of it was on PicsArt. They thought I used Photoshop for that, which was great. I mean, this is professional work that I sold for companies and I used only my phone with free photo editing apps. Show me what you got. Tag me on Instagram, on Twitter. Hit me up, show me your photos, your color gradings, and I'm looking forward to see what you will create with these apps. Don't forget that life is all about love and dance. See ya! I got a new light.